Good morning, poppers. Say it back. Thank you very much. Welcome to Freshly Popped, a daily show examining pop culture headlines so you don't have to. Today is March 3rd, 2026, and I'm Sequoia Holmes.
I'm Fiona Shea.
And I'm Ryan Graham.
And today we're losing it over Jim Carrey being cloned, Justin Timberlake blocking his DUI footage from being released, Zendaya's mom weighing in on La Roche's claim Tom and Zendaya are married. But before we get into our headlines, we have a little update. Fiona?
Yes, popper community, poppers tap in. I'm so sad to announce that I'm going to be stepping away from Freshly Popped for the foreseeable future just because your girl's got a lot going on. I'm trying to move. I got to be out of my apartment in a few weeks, figuring out my job situation, life situation. But I love this project so much. I love Sequoia and Ryan. I feel like the three of us do have a great dynamic. So I'll be around to sub in when either of you are out and you need someone to shoot the shit and talk some pop culture. But yeah, I am so grateful to have met Sequoia in 2025 when we worked together and have been able to continue our friendship and partnership. And I know that this isn't goodbye forever, that we have a solid friendship and working relationship. The three of us do. So stay tuned for even more exciting projects as they evolve down the line.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I
We're so
know.
sad to see you go, Fee.
I know.
But definitely prioritize what needs to happen,
Right.
in your life.
Totally.
Yeah.
And this
Totally.
isn't the end. I know we will keep popping. We're going to be popping for the rest of our lives together. So I know this is not the end.
No, it's not.
And yeah, I don't know. I'm glad I've got to meet you and get to know you better too. So I'm sure more things to come. Also, you have your events coming up. So I'm like, we'll going to your writing events and stuff like those keep coming. So like we'll see you. We'll
Absolutely.
definitely see
Yeah,
you. Mhm.
for sure.
We will. The three of us definitely came together for a reason. I don't doubt that one bit. So I'm confident that those reasons will keep presenting themselves as we go.
Great way
And
to
yeah,
put it.
all of my, some of my friends and followers now are loyal Sequoia and Ryan fans, which is really cool. Like a lot of my childhood friends are always texting me about you guys. So the community is growing. Like when I succeed, you guys succeed. Same with you. Like we're always rooting for each other.
Yeah.
So yeah, just freshly popped every day, stream it every day, you guys. This is it. I have nothing but high hopes for y'all.
Yeah.
Thank you, Fee. We appreciate all your contributions, and obviously you'll be back to sub in sometime. So this is not
For
the last
sure.
that you're hearing of Fiona.
For sure.
But pretty much we are. Fiona's gonna drop off now. Like, actually, this is the end of.
Yeah, like I'm
Fiona's-
out.
yeah.
Shit, guys, don't make
Don't.
me cry.
The end
First
for now.
cry
for
on
now.
first cry on freshly popped. We
I know.
need to pop the crying cherry.
Exactly. Very much popping the crying cherry. So.
Yes.
But yeah, I know you guys got enough hot takes to continue without me. I know I brought stuff to the table and our dynamic is good, but I have no doubt that Sequoia and Ryan will keep the convo
Yeah,
going.
oh my God.
Thank you, friend. Appreciate
Yes.
you.
Love you.
Love you guys.
Bye.
Bye.
Heart, my little heart.
A little heart for
K-pop
Fiona.
heart. I know.
We'll miss her.
We will.
Okay, you guys. I realized that on yesterday's episode, I forgot to talk to you about the Traitors
God.
finale and reunion. Oh my God.
Yes,
I
let
was
us in.
losing my mind watching
Yeah.
this finale. It was so annoying. Mora, my feeling is that Mora isn't quite embarrassed enough
No,
about her behavior.
she seems to be like, and she is on this tour of being like, no, you all would have been the same boat, blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, no, sweetie, we would
You
not
all.
have been in the same
No, absolutely not. This reminds me of at the reunion when Lisa Rinna's like, all of us were blinded by Rob's beauty. And Tiffany said, not me. I never thought he was hot, period. Now, I'll be lying if I said that. But, period. Yeah, you're not about to swindle me that deeply. What the fuck?
No, yeah, not hot enough to where I'm like not questioning you. Not hot enough to where I'm like in a game of traitors where people are lying and scheming. Where I'm like, maybe not. Like, yeah, it's insane. My whole thought was like the fact that Mara had multiple people telling her to the end, and she just kept making the wrong choice multiple times.
Right.
And then Eric speaking up too late also pissed me off. But this is your
Yes.
not mine. I'm like, Eric, why are you all of a sudden scared, crying, shaking? I'm like, you should have been doing this before.
I I agree. Oh my God. When they were standing around that goblet of fire and they were seeing if it was going to turn green or red, and they first get Tara out, they all turn it red. They get Tara out. We knew that was happening. Okay. Then when Eric goes first in the next round and his turns green, and then he gets to
Mara turns red.
And it's
then,
red.
Right.
And then Rob's is also red, and he starts being like, wow, you guys. Wow, I really trusted you. You're bad. You're bad.
Stupid,
why did you really trust her? Why did you really trust them? Like, come on. You really trusted dumbass Mara and Snake Rob that got rid of 2 other traitors? Campaign to get rid of 2 other traitors?
Crazy.
Okay.
Nasty work.
Dirty, nasty work.
It also was dumb to me, even before we got to the fire pit, the fact that they let Mara be alone with Rob at all. I was like, if I was Tara and Johnny, you couldn't. I would be so annoying. I'm like, at any moment Mara was next to Rob, I'd be like, where are we going? We're good.
They deserve to lose. They deserve to lose so bad because y'all let them go up in that helicopter on a little date together. He got his arm around her. Like, are you dumb? Why would you let that happen? Because y'all got to decide how you split up, and y'all let Mara go with Rob. The dumb, easily swindled, stupid girl.
They were like, you would love that. You should go. They encouraged it. And I'm like, y'all.
That was so crazy.
Yeah, very dumb to me.
Earned those L's. They earned those L's so bad. It was insane. Yeah, I hated that. And then Rob jumping off. Oh, I really feel like the Traitors team kind of swindled the clock a little bit.
A little?
Because when Rob, you know what I mean?
A lot.
When
I'm
Rob jumps out of that fucking helicopter and gets into that water, and he has 4 minutes?
5 minutes.
Yeah,
it's like 5 minutes.
5 minutes
From the center of a lake to a dock, run up and put it in a thing. And I'm like, I get that Rob's an athlete. You would like even an Olympian. You would have to
100%.
literally be an Olympian,
100%.
fresh off of a dock, to swim from the center of a lake to a dock in 5 minutes. Like, I don't, and not, this is not a knock of Rob. I'm like, you literally are not, like, that is an Olympic level. I am swimming as hard as I can. Like, and
there is nobody that's built like that, mind you.
No.
It's also against the tide. So as we're watching him swim, he looks like he's swimming in place. Like when he finally gets the thing. So what he had to do was jump out of the helicopter, retrieve whatever the thing is that they had to retrieve. So that was one portion of swimming that he had to do. He had to retrieve it, and then he had to swim all the way back to the dock against the tide.
Right.
Like, and he completed that with 3 seconds to spare.
Like, shut
you
up.
guys.
And at this point, get rid of the clock. You just don't even put the clock up. Just
don't put
tell
the
us.
clock
Just
up.
do it.
Don't, because they're telling the traitors cast, oh, we are not going to show you guys the clock. Just try as hard as you can. Just try as hard as you can. So Rob doesn't know how far, how much time he has left. They just have that he finished within 3 seconds. Okay.
Sure. I'm like,
sure. I was annoyed by that too. I felt annoyed by the entire thing. Mara isn't as embarrassed as she needs to be. And then they're just talking about a Birkin bag and how Rob needs to buy her a Birkin bag. That doesn't make any sense to me, because you sat there in Candace's face when she essentially told you, like, I didn't like the way you played the game during the reunion. When Candace, like, I didn't like the way you played the game. It's a game, like, like, I did lie. Yeah, I did, blah, blah, blah. Like, she's like, you lied. You just, yeah, I did. He has this smugness about him. Okay, keep that same energy about Mara. You did lie. You did deceive. Why do you owe her something all of a sudden? You don't.
I will say, I think that is just and I don't think it makes it right, but it's the energy that each of them brought. I think Mara literally is like, whatever. Like, I think Mara cares less, and I think Candace is like personally offended by it.
She is.
And I think he is probably placating too, because I don't think he's. Oh well, you know what? I'm on page 6 right now, and Mara is walking into an interview with a Birkin. So I don't know that this came from. Let me show you what. I literally am just noticing this Birkin right now.
I can't imagine that Mara didn't already have a Birkin bag. I was wondering that. When she said he has to buy me a Birkin bag, I was like, okay, you've been on TV for a long time. Like, you're a fan fave from Love Island. Like, Hermes never hit you up and asked for a Birkin.
Or you bought it yourself.
And asked if you wanted a Birkin, right? I mean, because to get a Birkin bag from Hermes, you have to have shopped there for a long time. Yeah, it's not you can't walk in and grab one. So you have to either be like kind of an it girl or something. They can reach out to you and be like, hey, we have a Birkin bag available. You want it? So it has to be something like that. So either Rob got her one secondhand, which would have been hard to find, and which is fine. Like, a lot of people do that. It would have been hard to find like a black, classy, well maintained, Birkin bag like that. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I feel weird
I guess,
that
but
he
I
had to
agree.
buy her a Birkin bag, or like was saying I'm gonna buy her a Birkin bag because he felt bad but didn't feel bad about anybody else.
I mean, I guess to me, he did lie to her the worst. And then she's the one getting like. To me, it doesn't make sense that he does it. I understand why he feels bad in a way that he doesn't feel bad for Candace, because I think Candace also came at him more in like it was more like adversarial, where it was
Yeah.
never adversarial with Mara.
No, that's true. I just think
So
I think then the thing of course I lied is traitors, like whatever doesn't hold up if you then turn around and you're like, I shouldn't have done that tomorrow. Which one is it?
oh
Is it
yeah,
that you
like
shouldn't have done
yeah,
that tomorrow, or is it that it's traitors and lying is fine?
and
I
fair. 'Cause, yeah,
can't
you should have
quite.
lied to her too. Like you are doing
Exactly.
your job
Like,
as a traitor, so you should have lied to both
no,
of them.
yeah,
Like
it's totally
girl,
fine. And you could say, oh my God, I am kind of sorry, but like I had to do what I had to do. But that's not the
hey,
vibe that he gives tomorrow. So okay. And then there's him having a girlfriend.
no.
They talk about you just became America's heartthrob and now you have a girlfriend of 2 months. Yeah, Rob is weird.
Did you
That's
see
a
that
strange
they
man.
apparently he's saying that like they met in a bookstore? Like he was like they were random. He was looking for like a map of Europe or something like that. He was doing a podcast and he was like, yeah, we just kind of met in a bookstore. I think he's just very not monotone, but like I don't think he gives much in general. Like he's all the interviews he's doing, he's like, yeah, blah, blah, blah. Like he's super chill,
That's
and
what he's
that
like,
fooled
yeah.
people. Like I think
Yeah.
that was the thing, is that he literally gives nothing, and then people are like, yes, go off, queen, give us nothing.
Very much give nothing. Yeah,
Yeah,
that
but
absolutely
did you
was the
also
thing.
see he randomly is doing a Mac? He's like a Mac campaign spokesman.
Like
they
Mac, like Mac the
Max
makeup.
Cosmetics is in Spotify is in Sephora right now. And so
Mhm.
he is like doing this whole ad campaign where it's like Mac is at Sephora. Like, and then he went to Times Square yesterday where he was like doing a meet and greet. And I'm like, this doesn't make sense to me. Like, I get
Right.
that it's like, I get that he's a boy that girls might want to go see, but like, what does he have to do with makeup?
What does he
I
know
love
about
Rob Roush
makeup?
on-
Right.
Exactly.
Love Rob
I'm
Roush.
like,
What does he know about
no.
makeup?
right. It feels
Nothing,
very,
presumably, but maybe
like-
something. I don't know.
Yeah, it was just a very random person that I thought that they chose for that. When Mara is and Candace and Lisa Rinna are all right there, where I'm like, if you want a traitor to do this thing, they seem way more aligned. And, like,
100%.
Rob just doesn't make sense, other than the fact that he is a hot boy.
Now,
Which I'm like, yeah,
if we talk about makeup, I wasn't gonna say I love Candace down. I
yeah,
really
it didn't
do.
look good. Yeah,
I
no.
love Candace down, really, and I do think that Mara is actively dumb. Mara was beating the hell out of that face every day, and Candace's beat was looking very strange to me. She had
At
a
the reunion
perpetual red
specifically?
nose at the reunion too,
Oh,
but even
yeah.
on the show, like her nose was constantly like very Rudolphy. And I was like, why are you putting blush on the tip? You're so much blush on the tip of your nose where it glows red. Like, that is very strange. Love her down, though. And also at the reunion, it didn't look great. I feel like the lighting for the makeup didn't look good on Black people at the reunion. Because
I mean, fair.
Monet Exchange also posted on Threads, like, whoever let me be lit like that, like, they're like, this is homophobic. Like, this is not acceptable that y'all let me be lit like that. Because, yeah, Monet also looked ashy, like gray, like the makeup was not good.
I'm like, okay, I don't remember her there at the reunion. You would notice makeup way more than I would.
Yeah.
But I don't think I noticed him looking gray. Oh.
No, they didn't, but Monet did. Monet looked gray for sure.
Does look gray.
Yeah.
I'm seeing
Candace's
this.
makeup looked too light, and like I could see everything too clearly. Like I could see exactly where the under eye concealer was placed too clearly. I could see where the nose contour was placed too clearly. I'm like, yeah, the lights are not doing it for Black girls. You know, you cannot put blue lights on Black girls. They
Black
must
girls.
have done that.
This is fair.
Obviously, they must have done that. You know who else was giving Uncanny Valley recently?
Oh yeah, was it Mr. Jim Carrey?
Mr. Jim Carrey.
Mr. Jim Carrey. Okay, so this saga continues, honestly. So yesterday we talked about Jim Carrey at the César Awards in France. He was receiving an honorary award. He gets on stage. The internet goes crazy. Like, that's not him. I'm telling you, that motherfucker is not real.
That motherfucker is not real.
So, in the midst of that conspiracy, Alexis Stone, a drag artist, says that they posted photos of the prosthetics that they used to be Jim Carrey on the red carpet, and they say that they accepted this award. or they at least post it and be like, basically, I'm Jim Carrey. This confused even people like Megan Fox. She's commenting like, I can't handle any more stress right now. I need to know if this is real. So we all think that that's to bed. Yesterday we're like, that's over. Okay, great, mystery solved. Jim Carrey wasn't at the César Awards.
That wasn't him. That was a known
drag performance.
Impersonator. Like, okay, he even posted the impersonator even posted the mask of Jim Carrey and the teeth that he allegedly put in his mouth to be Jim Carrey. Okay,
exactly. We're like, great, finally, that's done. No, wrong.
Nope.
So yesterday, both Jim Carrey's camp and the camp from the César Awards say, sorry, Jim Carrey was here yesterday and accepted his award. So the César Awards, their director, Gregory Collier, sent a note to Variety saying 8 months ago, or 8 months of ongoing constructive discussions, Jim Carrey worked on his speech in French for months, asking me about the exact pronunciation of certain words. I'm certain he was at the awards and accepted his speech. So he is saying that, and then Jim Carrey walked the red carpet. I'm putting in quotations, Jim Carrey, because it's still, the jury's out. He walked the red carpet with his daughter, his grandson, and his current girlfriend, Min Ah, who's a Korean singer. They all were there. He thanked them in his speech in French, and Jim Carrey's team also sent a note to People magazine saying Jim Carrey attended the César Awards where he accepted his honorary César Award. So his camp, the award show camp, are both saying Jim Carrey was there, and then Alexis posted a video of them in Paris, but they have not given any more commentary since it and have not posted since the reveal that they were there. This is so confusing to me.
This is so weird. I feel like Jim Carrey has to be trolling. Like his team has to be trolling.
You think?
We literally saw the prosthetic mask. We did, and that didn't look like him.
No, it really didn't. Like I'm like it didn't look like
and it
maybe he
didn't
got
sound
filler.
like him.
It sure didn't. But I guess, to be fair, I don't think I have a distinct sound of what he sounds like today. So I'm like, is that just old man? Like maybe his voice got harsher? Or if he did get some work done, maybe his voice shit. I don't know. It is very weird. But like why? The only thought I had was maybe Jim Carrey's team is saving face because if he worked with this award show for 8 months, they can't be like, haha, yeah, we didn't send the real Jim Carrey. They have to like play with the awards because like then it's disrespectful to them. So that makes it make sense why his camp would be like, yeah, he was there because they can't do this. But I'm like, why would he risk that? That's my only thought is why would Jim Carrey risk that disrespecting this award show? What's the end game for him if he is in on it? Does that, you see what I'm saying?
I see what you're saying. I guess you mentioned yesterday that Jim Carrey doesn't like to be in the public eye.
He doesn't. That is true.
He's like notoriously like, out of the public eye. We don't see him very often. There's not a lot of like pictures of him walking red carpets.
Sure.
He doesn't walk red carpets. Like it's just like
he really doesn't like it. Yeah.
Not his thing. So I guess to choose this, and again, I'm so sorry, maybe this is my American ignorance speaking, seemingly random Parisian award show to pop out at, it feels like why? Like that feels random. I don't know.
But I would argue the same thing. But then also, why? I get it is random. Like, why go here? A, and then B. But then why send a clone? Like, I feel like why risk it? Why wouldn't you just decline it altogether? You know,
I guess
why
there
send
is
the
no
clone?
risk. It's Jim Carrey. He's funny. Like, you know what I mean? I'm like, he's a funny man. Like, he's like, yeah, I'll be there. I'm gonna send this doppelganger. You know, like, I think it's a bit. I think this whole thing is a bit on Jim. I think they're both in on it. Alexis and Jim Carrey's team, I think they're both in on it, and it's a bit.
Interesting. I guess my thought is like working with them for this is a very strange bit to work with a film organization for 8 months, like practicing a speech in France, sending your daughter, your grandson, your girlfriend. I agree that maybe it's a bit, but it feels like a very maybe it's all for a movie. Because you know what? Maybe this is all promo for the next Sonic. When does that next Sonic movie come out? I'm half joking because I think Sonic 3 is on the way. Or no, Sonic 3 is already out. Unless they're doing Sonic 4, it's coming out. So I'm like,
or maybe something else that he's doing. You know, like maybe Jim Carrey's doing something. Maybe this is promo for stuff. But I'm like, yeah, that's how you make it convincing. Because Jim Carrey doesn't speak French. Right. Like, so you have him learn quote unquote French over the 8 months. You send somebody who does. I'm trying to figure out Alexis Stone's nationality.
He's from
he's British.
The UK. Yeah, that's
he's
what,
British.
What I'm saying. He's from the UK. So I'm like, yeah, like it's not.
Alexis Stone.
You might learn French.
Right.
Perhaps. I'm like, you're in Europe, so it's like it's more likely that you speak another language because you are in Europe. But it's not like he is from, you know what I mean, like France or Germany or somewhere where you distinctly know another language, like you can be in the UK and only speak English. Yeah, I'm
That's
like
fair.
it doesn't connect enough is my thought.
Yeah, I'm like, yeah, this is weird. This entire thing is a very weird. I'm still on the that's not Jim Carrey camp because my girl with discernment said that's not Jim Carrey. And then Alexis
that girl's
posted a
right.
mask. You know what I mean? So I said, hey, it's given that that's not him.
I want that lady to give me. I don't think you've told me what she thought about Selena Gomez, but I'm curious what she thinks about her. I want to see her discernment on her.
I'm not sure if she's done one. I can't remember, but I am interested to see that as well.
Yeah.
She low-key just started. Like, she's only done maybe like 15, 20 celebrities. Like, she hasn't done a ton of celebrities.
That lady, protect her. Let's prayer circle around back
her.
girl.
She said she is of God. That's what she said. She said, this is a divine gift given to me by God himself. Like, leave me alone.
Silly,
So I'm
yeah.
not
Oh my
mad
god,
at it. You guys.
Yeah.
Oh my God, you guys. It's just you now. Zendaya's mom has officially chimed in about Law Roach claiming that Zendaya and Tom Holland are married.
Oh yes.
So yesterday, on Monday, she reposted that clip of Law Roach speaking with Entertainment Tonight on that carpet, where he says, "You missed it. You missed the wedding," and where he outs the couple for being married allegedly. She posted that Instagram clip to her story, and she captioned it, quote, "the laugh ... with a laughing emoji." So that tells me he was okay to say that.
Yeah.
Everybody's aligned. He was okay to say that. She's also confirming it more or less. I will say I went back today to check if that Instagram story was still there, and it is not, which I thought was weird because again, I checked at 7 a.m. this morning, you know, so I'm like, it's unlikely that 24 hours would have lapsed. It's giving that she deleted it.
Ooh, you know what? It's giving that Zinni is surrounded by a couple of messy people right now. Not literally messy, but like lightly messy people. And she is sending texts left and right. Mom, take it the fuck down.
Stop. And they're like, if you're not going to do PR for Spider-Man, we're going to do it for you.
Goddamn.
And she said, did I ask y'all to do PR for me? I didn't. Also, Zendaya never does PR stunts like this.
No,
like I keep seeing people say, this is obviously PR for Spider-Man. Like, obviously y'all can't see when something is obviously PR. I'm like, that's just uncharacteristic of her.
But you know what? It is very uncharacteristic for her. But you know what this also gives good PR for? Not Spider-Man, but The Drama, which is a movie coming out by A24 where she is married. And this is a lot of drama around marriage.
Yep.
And like this actually makes a lot of sense for that. And like this is all stunty for that. And then also, it seems like, but then again, it feels off-brand for her.
It just feels off-brand for her. Yeah, I'm like, Zendaya has never been the type of star that needs to do anything in order to get butts and chairs to go see what she does.
But also, I'm like, this is interesting because it's not her. I mean, she doesn't need to do anything, and she's also technically not doing it. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
It's so weird. But I'm like, is this a lot of drama around that upcoming Robert Pattinson movie?
Yeah.
Which I'm still like, I know it's about like this couple that gets married and like it's like loose. But I'm wondering, what if she gets married in real life for the movie? Like, what if we see the movie and it's actually like footage from her and Tom's wedding? Because there's like I think it might be AI, but there's a photo floating around of Tom and Zendaya at an altar. But I saw it on like a not confirmed page, so I don't think it's real. I think it's AI. But I'm like, this all could just be like a clever ruse of how they got married without us knowing. I don't know. I still think they might be married. I don't know.
Right.
We'll
okay. It's marriage or it's messy people around her. I do think she's married, but I do think that they might be messily outing her. I don't know.
This caption, I realize I don't think I know Zendaya is biracial. I don't know if she has a white mom or a black mom. This makes me think black mom.
Okay,
like
so
the laugh, like that feels like something like.
Was looking at this story this morning, I was surprised because I had always assumed that Zendaya, she just has the aura of a black mom.
Certainly,
she has a white mom. I said, "Oh, that's a white lady." Okay, I was really confused by that.
I would never. Yeah, she definitely gives black mom like
big time.
Biracial kids often. They have energies and like just like white mom, black, you can tell. And she definitely gives black mom energy. Interesting, huh?
Like, like a blatantly white lady. Yeah. Now I'm trying to look up her dad. See if and that is a deep, rich black man.
Deep, rich.
Yeah, that's his tone. It's deep and it's rich. It would be like a makeup
he's
color.
Like dark skin is what you're saying.
Yes. I'm not saying monetarily rich. I mean, he probably is because Zendaya is his child, but.
I mean, right?
Yeah, like her parents are she's a standard biracial mix.
He's like, and he has like I mean, let me know. I was gonna say he has a name that it sounds like it looks like it might be an African name.
Okay. I actually didn't look.
Kazimbi Ajamu Coleman.
Okay.
Yeah, he's like black.
Well, Coleman kind of confused me because
Coleman's a popular black name. That sounds like. Oh yeah, her mom is like white.
Her mom
she
is
has
white.
like a Karen cut.
Yeah, you know what I mean. Like her mom is white. Yeah.
Wow. Huh. Interesting. Okay. I would never guess that.
In other messy news, Justin Timberlake has filed a petition to stop the release of body cam footage of his drunk driving arrest. So just as a refresher, Justin was arrested on a DWI charge June 18, 2024. On this past Monday, March 2nd, Justin filed a petition alleging that the releasing of police body cam footage of his arrest would invade his privacy. The quote is, quote, public dissemination of this footage would cause severe and irreparable harm to Timberlake's personal and professional reputation. Subject Timberlake to public ridicule and harassment and serve no legitimate public interest. Okay. So Justin's petition comes after the police department received requests for his release of the footage under the Freedom of Information law. So somebody sent out a request to get that Justin Timberlake footage.
Right.
Justin's attorneys claim that with the release of the footage, it would reveal, quote, intimate, highly personal, and sensitive details concerning Timberlake and his family, and includes information of medical, familial, otherwise confidential in nature that is not necessary to inform the public about government operations or the performance of official duties. Governmental operations, the performance of official duties. Okay, that makes sense to me. It's like, yeah, why do you need it? Y'all are literally trying to
embarrass this man,
have a headline, have a quick click at his expense, and it's like, yeah, you don't. Why do you need that?
Especially now, we're like almost 2 years removed from this arrest. So I'm like, it feels random to all of a sudden bring it up without like seemingly cause. This makes me split on both ways. The fact that we're 2 years removed is like, it does seem like someone is trying to embarrass him, but then I'm like, why? And then the other thing is like, but maybe there's something so damning that they need it. But I just feel like, wouldn't we have known by now? I feel like the fact that it was 2 years ago, if it was something that bad, we would have known. So it does lean like it's probably just them trying to get a headline. And I'm like, I personally don't think I care about Justin Timberlake's DUI. Like in a way of like, let's release the footage. Like I'm
like, what? We're gonna see a drunk Justin Timberlake trying to walk in a straight line. He's gonna look drunk. He's gonna say, I'm not drunk. Like I can't imagine that there's anything in there that is so salacious. I'm not sure what they mean about like, it's going to release medical information and other familial confidential information. Do they mean like the inside of his car? Like it'll be visible?
And they might just be saying that in like, they might be using like that language, like just to like help him legally. Because he might say something about like, it might be like your height and weight. And like, that is medical information. You know what I mean? Like it's stuff like that they can claim legally like, oh, this is personal information, which it is. And they're just trying to like, make it like higher stakes so they don't release it. But then again, I could be wrong and there might be something actively medical. But yeah, all of it feels weird and like, why now? Like, is Justin Timberlake even, and I don't mean it in a shady way, but like, it's not like he's currently still on tour, if I'm not mistaken. And like, he didn't harm anyone from what I remember. So I don't see why we would need this footage, and I think he is right to try to block it.
100%.
Please leave that man alone.
It's exploitative, and he already did his time for his crime. Obviously, he didn't do any jail time, but he had to do like 25 hours of community service. He had to pay his fine, which was not a lot. I think it was $750 total, and he had to do like a drunk driving campaign publicly, which is probably worth the most because he is a celebrity.
Justin Timberlake,
So I'm just like, okay, yeah, let's let it. And he had his license suspended for 90 days. So I'm like, we could just wrap that up. Yeah, it feels like everything happened how it needed to happen, and I'm sure he's thoroughly embarrassed. Hopefully, that's it.
Yeah, certainly. I mean, I'm like, I don't think he is proud of it. I remember because the clips that did go viral from it was like this is gonna ruin the tour, the world tour. You know what I mean? Like that was all memeified. So I feel like he has certainly had his embarrassment from this, and I don't think we need another one. I believe this is the same DUI. Like now I'm thinking like certainly this wasn't the second one. This is the same one.
This is the same DUI. I don't know if he has more than one, but this is certainly the same DUI that we saw more recently, and then he went on tour shortly after.
And I don't think I'm ever trying to defend Justin Timberlake, but leave Justin alone.
You know what I mean?
think
Like,
he's-
I'm like, I don't like him. Let's
I
keep that in
agree.
mind. I
And
don't.
He still has crimes to pay for, but not this.
You know what I mean? But yeah, we still have to understand that, like, this is silly. Like, okay,
Yeah.
let that go.
Yeah,
But I think that's it
yeah.
for today.
Yeah, that's all we have for you today. We will keep chatting with you and keep this conversation going. Don't forget to follow us on our social pages at Freshly Popped. You can keep commenting, liking, subscribing, rating us 5 stars across streaming platforms, and commenting on Spotify. We love seeing you there. Don't forget to chat with us, and we'll see you all tomorrow, y'all. You've been popped.